You ever get that itch back there to make you think about all your decisions? I had it until this. Josh Sheen Itchy Booty Cream. You put a dab on, count to 30, and boom, cool breeze on the caboose.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is the Rhythm Section, a Memphis music podcast produced by SRP Studios Podcasting, SRP Studios LLC.
Catch new episodes.
.com. You didn't let me finish the script.
Damn it, man.
I had 3 more letters to go through.
Sorry. You want to start over?
No.
Catch new episodes every Tuesday morning on Apple and Spotify. 6 p.m. Central on YouTube and Facebook, and 7:30 p.m. on radio.
Follow us at the Rhythm Section Podcast. No, sorry. The Rhythm Section Pod.com. Sorry, we're being silly. We just had a great interview with Tom Slagle. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did.
And now we're feeling
that may be the shortest intro soundbite we've ever had.
Probably.
Very short.
That was
to the
very
point.
short, but too straight to the point.
Itchy booty cream.
That's right. You know, we got to deliver to the masses immediately. It's an epidemic of itchy booties. Welcome to the show, everyone. My name's Derrick. That's Jeff Ward right there.
Butt bomb.
Shut up,
As mentioned, Tom Slagle joined us today, literally right before we record this intro.
He ran away.
You know him from Thumpdaddy. Rock the Boat.
Yes.
Back in Time.
Yes.
And now Heartless.
Yes.
So he's a very busy man and was nice enough to join us today.
Yep.
More on him after the ad break. Jeff.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing great.
We just had a fun time at your Ponderosa, your farm down in, is it Walnut?
Yeah, Walnut.
Walnut, Mississippi.
Right.
Metropolitan.
Yeah.
Heavy traffic.
I think there's more cows than people.
Yeah. I mean, we literally saw a truck driving back and forth picking up cotton near where you live. So that says it all. But thanks for the invite. A couple times a year, you kind of throw it out there. And
typically Christmas and then in the fall, too.
And you and Susan cook up a feast of food and snacks and desserts. And we hang out in your porch. We watch football. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I almost passed out in the chair, man. I was so full. So relaxed. I was like, you could tell you're like, dude, you look.
Oh, you were living the dream.
Living the dream. Yeah. So that was fun. Real quick, a couple announcements here. Nothing that's not public already, but we want to talk about John Roth.
Absolutely.
You know, I want to say our buddy John Roth.
Right.
I would hope he remembers us.
I think we can say he's our buddy. He's been in here. And
we just saw him perform with Starship at Fall Fest. Everyone, if you don't know who John Roth is, sort of like a local guitar hero. For years and years and years was with Winger. And then about halfway, he started with Winger in the late 90s, I believe. Yeah. And then I'm trying to remember from his interview, 12, 13, 14 years ago, he joined Starship featuring Mickey Thomas.
And he did work with Jimmy Jamison, and he's done work.
A ton of history all throughout.
Yeah, his whole career.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he may have said this on the show, but I don't know if he didn't. You can edit this out. But he's a hired gun.
Yeah, I mean,
John is not. You know, he's ready to go to whoever wants to pay him to come and play.
Well, I mean, he had a great career with Winger and Starship. Winger ended this year. Kip Winger kind of retired the band,
right?
And then an opportunity came. I don't know all the ins and outs, but Foreigner, gave him an opportunity to audition and start talking. Worked out. They obviously hired him. They were smart.
Yep.
Hired John, and now he's in Foreigner.
Right.
You know, and again, I don't have all the details, but I think it's safe to say, he's going to be moving on from Starship, so they're going to have a new chapter with a different guitar player. But that's congratulations,
John. That's my assumption. I don't know if he's doing both projects. I don't know. Foreigners, I looked at their touring schedule. It's going to be really busy. So
congratulations, John. I know this is a big opportunity for you, and man, it's awesome.
Yeah, just being able to watch John on local stages throughout the years has been such a pleasure.
Yeah.
And then to see him do so well on the national stage is awesome.
Because on a cover band level, Fifth Kind was a big deal, which was him and Corey Myers, Pete Mandillo, Jeff Adams, and
Carrie Badur.
yeah, which is the one person I'd never met.
Yeah.
I never saw the band. I had just moved to the area, the Memphis, DeSoto County area in 2011, and I remember hearing about this band.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely heard the name and kind of knew of what that band was about, but never made it out.
And then Jimmy Fulp.
Then Jimmy Fulp came in.
He joined.
That's correct.
After Pete had left.
Yep,
Jimmy took his spot.
Took the drum throne. So that's awesome. It's neat to know some of these guys that get to play at that level. But all right, now a more selfish. Jesus Christ.
I need to talk to.
Selfishly, I want to make a quick announcement and something that I'm getting to do, an opportunity that's come my way. It's not Foreigner, but no, obviously not. But a very well-known band,
Night Ranger.
Yes, that's right, Night Ranger. Yeah, no, I'm the new bass player for Primus. Pulse, the Memphis Pink Floyd tribute band that's been around for decades, like over 20 years. Now I have the opportunity to be their new bass player.
Nice.
So it's exciting. And I want to shout out, first off, Seth Kirkendall, who's the one that referred me to Mike Russell, the keyboard player for Floyd. There's been a lot of, player changes. Like, it was a core group of people for many years.
Josh Haynes was in there. Quite a while.
And some personnel changes over the last couple of years. So now it's Mike's the only. Well, I'll get to it, but Mike Russell is the guy to ultimately make the decision.
Yeah.
So Seth, thank you for giving my name to Mike, and then Mike, thank you for giving me an opportunity to come jam with y'all, and it worked out. And so I'm very excited because I love Pink Floyd.
Cool.
I much like my connection and heart connection to the Huey music.
Yeah.
I have probably stronger with Floyd. I have a bigger history with that music.
Yeah.
And, for me, Huey was like my first cassettes from Columbia House. I'm 9-10 years old with my first Walkman. And I always loved their music throughout. But my 20s is when now
started smoking dope.
Did all the things. Did all the things with Pink Floyd. No, for real. I mean, I'm not, the stories for another show, Patreon.
That does seem to go hand in hand with Pink Floyd music.
Of course.
I just brought
absolutely.
It up.
You get The Wall movie, you get Live at Pompeii, and then don't do this at home kids, but sometimes a psychedelic or two kind of enhances
a shroom.
So, anywho, great opportunity for me because I absolutely love the music, and I've always been a big fan of Roger Waters and his bass playing, and very different than what the Huey stuff is. So, it's tapping into different strengths and challenges, and it's great. So we have my first show with them, but the next show for the band is November 8th at Neil's, 8 p.m. Come one, come all. So again, Mike Russell on keys and vocals, Seth Kirkendall, who's the lead guitar player now, that came in after Josh retired from the band, and then Seth is doing all the vocals, most of the lead vocals. Walter Polk on drums. Gosh, talk about a busy drummer. I mean, not busy playing wise, but busy rat-a-tat-tat.
Right.
Busy working. He's in Almost Elton. I don't want to forget any, but Trouble No More, which is the Allman Brothers tribute. Motel California, which is the Eagles tribute. Skinnerd.
Yeah.
Play some Skinnerd. I'm missing some. He's in a ton of projects.
Yeah.
And then the core ladies in the back singing those beautiful harmonies and background vocals. You got the wonderful and amazing LaShawn Robinson and Melanie Pierce. You know those two from Elevation Memphis and that universe of entertainment they give from all these different projects. And then our good friend Gina Moore back there. So looking forward to jamming with y'all. I'm just so happy to be a part of it. And if you like Pink Floyd and their music, this is the band to see. Because I was a fan of the band before you even thinking of the possibility of playing in it. And you're going to get, first off, the second set, we perform Dark Side of the Moon end to end in its entirety.
Okay.
So there's that.
So that in itself is 3.5 hours.
Now, that album is actually not super long.
Right.
It's the longest song on the album, I think, is 7 minutes. Maybe Money's a little longer. But then you have some songs. It sounds like one giant song. The way it blends and just kind of moves to the next, it's just a beautiful album. But then you're going to get songs from Wish You Were Here, Animals, The Wall, post Roger Waters era stuff. So it's a full gamut. It's a full scope of Floyd. Starting at Dark Side of the Moon. Now I'm speaking to the fans out there to really get it. Pre Dark Side of the Moon, there's a lot of different albums that are very experimental that, animal noises type stuff. Like really trippy shit that wouldn't really translate well. But again, this is to the Floyd fans. There's the album Metal with a song called Echoes on it. I've been told the band used to do Echoes. I really hope they do it again. We bring it back, but it's a 25 fucking minute song.
Oh, wow.
It's a big epic deal, but I hope we get to do it. Anyways, thanks to those guys for letting me be a part of this fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, buddy.
Heck yeah.
All right. Jeff, I hogged all the oxygen in this intro. Is there anything you wanted to talk about?
No, we were good, man. We talked about John Roth and his deal, and I don't have anything going on.
All right, then let's get to business.
We'll talk about these sponsors.
Yes. This week we are starting with our friend Jason Moore and More Loud, who proudly pays tribute to the king of surf guitar, Dick Dale. Guitarist Jason Moore captures Dale's signature sound with aggressive, fast, and highly rhythmic playing featuring rapid alternate picking, heavy reverb, and powerful staccato attack that defined the Dick Dale sound.
Jason Moore is taking this to the next level. He is currently taking lessons from Jimmy Dale, the son of the legendary Dick Dale.
Not Jimmy Fault.
Right.
More Loud is booking for weekends and outdoor shows, so please visit moreloud.com for more booking, music updates, and information. That's moreloud.com. Kicking us off there, Jeffrey.
Area 51, bringing you songs from classic artists such as Kansas, Styx, Van Halen, and Autograph. Remember to turn those rough, dry elbows into smooth, happy skin with your friendly Joshine Weenus wipes today. That sounded like a commercial.
Oh, it's amazing. I just ripped it off one of the new AI videos out there. So to Josh Haynes and Sean Few, thank you for the endless amounts of entertainment that you are bringing to us now through this new app. I think it's called Sora or something. It's AI gone wild. With great power comes great responsibility, fellas, but still, it's just a ride.
Like, I've admired Lance's weenus for a long time.
Oh, say what? Say what? Moving on. So, as Lance puts it, the dates he gave us are some of the guys' side pieces, some side piece action. So on Wednesday, October 29th, both Josh and Jimmy will be with 6 Feet Thunderbird, is what he put, which is hilarious. Thunderbird. At Knucklehead Sidecar, 6 p.m. That's Wednesday night. Yes, the great Mark Starr is coming to Memphis for another 6 Feet Thunder show, which it's been a hot minute. Yeah. And they don't get to do this as much anymore. So if you love 6 Feet Thunder, this is the time to go. Wednesday the 29th
you
at
busy
Knuckleheads.
Wednesday?
I might be going.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I am busy.
You got rehearsal?
With Pulse.
I'll be damned.
So sorry, 6 Feet Thunder. I'm going to go play Shine on a Crazy Diamond. That's what I'm going to do. Friday, November 7th, Josh and David with Grand Theft Audio at Hadley's at 8 p.m. So Area 51 will eventually start playing again. There's a lot of side projects, a lot of things going on, a lot of people gone, and holidays and Disney trips, and just it is what it is. So
Cancun.
But thanks for Lance for still supporting us and giving us this side piece action to announce. But if you want to follow Area 51, go to Facebook at Area 51 Memphis. Now, to my friend Brandy Fulton at DeSoto Local, which is a digital advertising network throughout DeSoto County. They have moved the outdoor billboard concept indoors to high traffic areas connecting local businesses within the county, next door, down the street, in the area, in the city of South Haven, Horn Lake, Olive Branch, Hernando, Nesbitt, Walls, in the local area around us.
All right. Their indoor billboards are in popular places all over town.
All over town.
All over town.
In DeSoto County.
Yeah, all the towns.
Yeah.
These screens display full motion ads about the business hosting the screen, ads for local businesses in the area, and relevant local content.
Surrounding area of DeSoto, sometimes Shelby County.
Right.
In the area. That's why it's called DeSoto Local.
Right.
Advertise your business with DeSoto Local. Contact Brandy Faulkner today at 901-831-3212 and visit DeSotoLocal.biz for more information. Now, pay attention, everybody. Because I know all the bands out there are ready to take their act to the next level. Well, David Griffin Audio brings big sound, bright lights, flames, and sparks to every event.
Experience the largest QSC system in the area, the local area. With David Griffin Audio. No job is too big or too small. Follow on Facebook at David Griffin Audio for updates.
Call 901-299-1344 or email davidgriffinaudio@gmail.com. Bring the energy, bring the show. David Griffin Audio.
See baby, play, see baby.
More of that local music, baby.
In the area, up the street. I believe DeSoto County, too. DeSoto Local.
You're up.
Looking for the best live music in Memphis? Well, duh, if you're not, you're stupid. The Musicians Booking Agency connects top bands with the city's hottest venues. Whether you're booking talent or looking for gigs, they've got you covered.
Yeah, somewhere we read that calling your audience stupid gets more people to watch your show.
Yeah, we're trying everything we can do.
Yeah, follow on Facebook at the Musicians Booking Agency for updates on upcoming shows and new artists.
But I correct you because our audience is so great, and of course they're looking for best live music.
I agree with you.
You know, the dumb people don't listen to the show. All smart, wonderful,
smart people.
beautiful, talented people listen to this show. Follow on Facebook. No, you already said that part.
And Paul Moreau.
Oh yeah!
Wrong sound.
It was.
Contact Steve Owens at 901-870-6846. And thoughts and prayers to you, Steve and Katrina. Steve Owens just lost his mother.
Yeah.
So condolences to you and your family, Steve. We love you, and we know that you were taking care of her to the last minute. So, and thank you as always for supporting us, but we're thinking about you, sir. So thoughts and prayers to you.
For sure.
Wednesday, October 29th, 6 Feet Thunder at Knuckleheads, 6 to 10. Check that out.
Friday, October 31st. I believe that's Halloween.
It's Halloween-y.
Yeah, Take 12 debuts at Lucky Dog for their Halloween party, 8 to 12. And 901 Rocks will be at Hadley's for their Halloween bash, 8 to 12.
Yes, Saturday, November 1st. We're flipping that calendar page. Gen X, right here. We'll be at Ghost River Brewery.
Yes, sir.
It's an outdoor event, so bring your hoodie.
Yeah.
And Headband will be at TJ Mulligan's 64. Both of those Saturday, November 1st.
And Sunday, November the 2nd, Off the Tracks at the 10th Inning, 4 to 8.
Which is an acoustic duo with Karen Dillard Brown and...
oh, yeah. You just had to do that.
He's been on the show.
And we played with him on
so
stage.
fucking dumb.
He did it to me. I know his name. Son of a bitch. You're going to have to block this out.
No.
You got to.
No, we're not. Brandon Heath, everybody. The wonderful, the amazing Brandon Heath.
Yes.
Southern Edition Band.
God, what the hell is wrong with us? Sorry, Brandon.
Sorry.
You know we love you, bro.
Oh, goodness. We'll please everyone with some more groovy music. We have another 8.5 minutes of this. You want to play to the end? No.
They'd probably rather listen to that than us.
Music courtesy of one Sebastian Hines. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It was not presented to us by Brandon Heath.
Tom Slagle. Boy, what a cool guy.
Love him.
He's such a sweetheart.
He's been a pleasure to work with in our project
Yes.
back in time. We got to talk to him about that and so many other projects that he's involved in.
So when we go into his history, his father was a musician in the Navy. Was in World War II out in the ships at a big band that had big bands on the ships for entertainment. He was a sax and clarinet player. So we go into all that. His father's in the Polka Hall of Fame, which is just funny. I didn't know that Polka had a Hall of Fame, but it makes sense.
And I almost made a John Candy reference when we were talking about that because it wasn't in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, wasn't he? No, he was a shower ring curtain salesman in that movie, but he was a polka guy in some movie.
When I think of squirrel. When I think of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, there's so many great scenes. But it's when Steve Martin is washing his face in the sink and realizes it's John Candy's underwear and tighty whities. Oh my God, soaking in soapy water, gross. Anyways, but look, Tom. Is the go-to sax player. Like if you need a sax player, I know there's a lot of horn players in Memphis, but he can play keys, he can sing backup, he can just sing in general.
Right.
So it quickly, and when he retired in 2016, we get into all that, and he finds himself in a situation where now he's working with Thumpdaddy, and then that turns into Rock the Boat, and then we come after him for Back in Time, and then shortly after that, Paul Moreau goes after him for Heartless, which is a new Heart tribute band. So you go to him because he's brilliant and he's really good at what he does.
And now we know that it's a good thing we got him first.
I know.
Because he tells us in the interview that if Paul had approached him first, he would have told us to fuck off.
No, he didn't say those words. But he made it clear.
No,
I would have said no to you guys.
It's a lot of material.
It is a ton. But we're very grateful to have an awesome keyboard player and sax player and backup vocalist and a band that covers Huey Lewis music. So all of that is critical for the sound. And we don't have to use tracks because we got a human doing it all, which is great. And then at the very end, we break into how we got started, how we became a fan of music and self-taught in a way that's not a normal story.
And that story almost didn't even make it because we were trying to cut him off and get him out of here because we thought we were done. And he was like, no, I got this story. And okay, let's do it.
Yeah. So
I'm really glad that made it, too.
So there's a moment where you're going to hear this fade in. Don't go. Don't leave.
Don't leave.
Because then you hear this, and then we go another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So be warned. And it's a great story.
It is a great story.
To give a tease on it, he's a young kid, gets attracted to music, and goes to the library and reads every damn book they have on a shelf that has anything to do with music, and teaches himself how to read music. It's just wild, and notating and everything. So, and then we go into details in between all those things and down his the story of his life.
Your Life with Tom Slagle.
Your Life with Tom Slagle. Oh, hey, why not have both songs going at once? Sounds pretty good. I mean, let's add this. Oh, sorry.
That was
one of those
painful.
days. One of those days where I just feel super goofy. Big Note Music Lessons, everybody. They offer one-on-one and group lessons for guitar, bass, keys, drums, and voice. Try your first lesson for free with no obligation. Visit bignotemusiclessons.com and complete that submission form for your free lesson.
Start your Radio Memphis day with In the Morning with Rick and Monica from 9:30 to 2 p.m. Central for a wild ride of fun segments like News from the Stupid, That Guy, This Guy, Crime Time, and more. And they typically only use one song on their show. Radio-music. No, that's not it. Radio-memphis.com.
And to all of you that have donated to keep this moving along.
No, you can't get a refund.
We thank you. And there might be people that are upset that you're keeping this train moving for us, but we do appreciate you. We have Cash App and Venmo, links in the description, or search The Rhythm Section Pod on either app.
Follow us at therhythmsectionpod.com. You will see our entire catalog of episodes and links to our YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagram channels.
All right, enough of us.
Get out and see a band, preferably if you're not doing anything tomorrow, because this comes out on Tuesday.
Well, tomorrow night, Knuckleheads.
How about some 6 Feet Thunder?
6 Feet Thunder. Go check them out, and you won't be disappointed. They're really great. And but before you do any of that, please enjoy our awesome interview with the forever young,
yes,
and hip Tom Slagle. Take care, everybody.
See ya.
We're so happy to bring this forever young musician here in with us today, Mr. Tom Slagle. Look at this stud coming in with the leather jacket.
I know. He's the best dressed.
Dude, you're the most hip, youngest looking 74-year-old I've ever met.
Thank you for that.
He may not have wanted you to tell it to the whole world how old he is.
I asked Jeff coming in here if it was illegal to be on here without a black T-shirt.
Yeah. The standard issue black T-shirt.
Well, cool. Thanks for making the trip. I don't even know what part of town you live in. Where'd you come
Collierville.
from? Way out from Collierville. Mm-hmm. So much like Steve Taylor, when you come to a rehearsal, you get a hike.
Right.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Thankfully, they completed the freeway all the way to your house.
Yeah, the 269 is awesome.
It is.
Yeah. I'm basically down the street from the Fulps, so it's easy. It's maybe an 8-minute drive for me, so very easy. But I appreciate you putting the time in. And, of course, we'll talk back in time, but you have way more things going on and have gone on. And
those aren't as cool as back in time, but they're out there. Just kidding.
So, yeah, man, thanks for being here. Are you from Memphis?
No, I'm grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, East Side.
I thought it was going to be Cleveland, Mississippi. I was like, man, you should have a thicker accent.
Yeah, it's like Jackson. Like which one?
Yeah, which one? Yeah. Well, cool. What brought you to Memphis?
Work. I transferred to Medtronic back in 2005. Okay. And, worked there for several years and retired in 2016, and that's when I started getting involved in the local music scene.
Okay.
But it looks like here on the list, I mean, before retirement, there was periods where you had, there's a musical past for you, right?
Oh, yeah. It goes way back, So I started, actually, my dad got me started. My dad was a musician.
Ed Slagle.
Right. And he and his two brothers, Frank and Stan, are all musicians, top-notch musicians. And Stan and Ed were the younger ones, ended up on a ship in the Navy during World War II in a big band. And they were also medics. And they, you remember in Forrest Gump when they had to get all the four Sullivan brothers were killed in the same unit in Europe? Yeah. And then the FDR said, we got to separate all the siblings and all the parts of the armed forces. And my dad and Uncle Stan were out together in a band on a ship, on an aircraft carrier, Franklin, USS Franklin, and they got separated. So my dad's on vacation basically in Hawaii, and my Uncle Stan goes out to Okinawa and gets bombed by the Japanese, and 90% of the people on the ship were killed. And my uncle lived, and the ship was like tipped 45 degrees, and they limped all the way back and got fixed again and got back in the war. But,
wow.
Yeah,
man, your uncle was like, man, one of us got the shit end of this stick.
Yeah, exactly. While my dad's on the beach, you're getting a suntan. And, so, which one you're going to stay, which one's going to go?
Well, I want to talk to you sometime off the air because World War II is a huge topic that I love. I've studied all kinds of stuff about World War II, so I'd love to talk to you more about that.
I got a lot of, if you want, my cousin Dean documented the heck out of this.
I would love to hear all about that sometime.
So they actually had big bands on the ships? Like did they just value having music as a way to just save everyone's
Short of
nervous systems and give them some pleasure? Is that why?
I think it's the greatest weapon short of the atomic bomb. You know,
Yeah.
the American music, I mean, it was just like it was through the 50s and everything else.
It helped with
60s.
morale, basically.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they weren't just musicians. They were also had other. My dad was a medic.
Right.
I'm not sure what my uncle was, but he probably was a medic too. But you know, we had kamikazes hitting the boat and everything like that. But we basically have a pampered life nowadays compared to
no
what
question.
Look who you're talking to.
People don't even have a clue
exactly.
how good we've got it.
Yeah.
But that's the greatest generation. And my dad ended up, he was in big bands before, during, and after World War II.
Yeah.
He's in the Cleveland music, Cleveland polka style honoree in a museum. And
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame, I see
Hall
here.
of Fame,
right?
yeah, exactly.
That's
and
cool.
And he gave me saxophone lessons when I was young, and clarinet lessons and everything. But you can't teach your kid anything, so he finally, threw me off to other instructors that I would listen to.
Yeah.
Right. So being in that era, playing the clarinet it was Benny Goodman was like
It was it.
the man, right?
Exactly.
Even in just all music, like he was
He was like Elvis in his
right
day. Or,
of the clarinet.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I watched the Ken Burns
Exactly.
called Jazz.
Yeah.
I haven't
Fascinating.
seen it. I got to check
And you know
that
how
out.
he rolls.
Oh,
It's-
dude,
it's,
anything
it's
Ken
10
Burns.
parts.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It goes all the way back to the very beginning of Louisiana, works its way up through all the big bands. And that's my favorite part of the documentary is that period of the big band swing, Benny Goodman era.
Right.
Man, they were like rock star. Like that music just had so much energy. It was like heavy.
And the instrumentalists were the rock stars, and the singers were like a hired hand.
Yeah.
And they would sing. They'd play the band without any singing, and then the singer would sing one chorus and then sit down again. And but that changed with Frank Sinatra pretty much. You know, that era flipped where the singer became the star.
Gotcha.
And is the big band era, is the Roaring 20s considered big band?
If I remember,
it's 30s and 40s.
Okay.
And,
So came afterwards.
right. It's
Okay.
interesting. After the war, everybody thinks that all these bands that were military bands at the time, and everybody's going to be civilians again, and they're going to all go on tour and everything like that. But it basically died within 10 months. And, because everybody wanted to settle down and get married, and that was the end of that.
Right.
So my dad was part of that, and he was home again, got married, and had kids. I'm one of them.
yeah, got a career going. So what was your father's career post-war?
Well, he was actually before war going, I think, for music. And then after the war, the GI Bill, he ended up going to engineering school and was an engineer in the medical field. And
He wanted real employment.
Right. And guess what? I'm a musician, and I went to engineering school and worked in the medical field. So I'm like the chip off the old block.
Those guys were probably getting paid $100 a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Hasn't changed in 100 years.
Exactly.
Been away for a long time.
So now you play clarinet too, right?
I have.
You have,
It's been
yeah.
a long time. I pretty much only play alto anymore because of just the music that I do.
Yeah.
Also, I used to play tenor all the time. And the more and more I'm standing up at a keyboard, playing some sax once in a while. And a tenor is just the perfect length that the bell gets caught underneath the keyboard and lifts the damn thing up.
You
And,
don't need that.
He punches you in the mouth with the gooseneck, And so you stick with the alto, and it's between your arms, and it's small, and it works. And a lot of that, like I'm in Rock the Boat, and that era of music, the only horn they ever knew of was an alto sax, it seems like.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have a soprano sax?
no,
You don't
but
get-
I played it, but I just stick with alto.
You don't know all of Kenny G's music.
I actually did a Kenny G's thing once, but no.
Yeah.
I'm alto for the rest of my life, I think. I got a tenor. I got my dad's tenor.
Yeah.
And actually, the alto I have, my dad got when he was 14 years old, so it's almost 90 years old.
The one that you play with
Yeah.
with us?
Right.
Wow, no kidding.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's like I called to get insurance on it. I couldn't afford it. It was like more than my mortgage payment. You know?
Oh, really?
It's like, yeah, because
Whoa.
it's such a vintage, you know. It's like nothing like it, you know. It's like a Stradivarius or something like that, you know, the saxophone.
Man, I'm afraid to even look at it now. I don't never mind, drop it.
The best I can do is put an air tag on it. So I know who they take it, I know where they are.
Yeah.
But, you know, and I may have mentioned this to you, you know, you're the first horn player I actually work with in a proper way, on a consistent way. And I can hear, not when the whole band's playing, but like when we're in between songs and you're noodling around, finding a melody and everything, in my ears, I can hear the valves and the clicking.
Right.
I can hear all the clicking and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's just, but the point of all that is it's really nice playing with you, and it's fun having that new element.
It's my first time.
Yeah.
As well. And it's also my first time being in a project where somebody actually runs vocal
Oh, yes. We need to talk about
rehearsals.
this.
Because all of you guys, you and Steve and Jimmy and Josh, are phenomenal. Because you're back there and you're like, okay, Steve, you take this one, and you hit the note on the keyboard. And Steve's just right there, and it's been a pleasure. Derrick and I just sit back and go, this is neat.
I mean, every band needs that person, whether it's the vocals or the music or whatever. And no one said, hey, Tom, would you like to do this? You just raised your hand and just took over. And
Sorry.
No,
that's a good thing.
No, it's amazing. Well, and to everyone else's credit, you know, Jimmy, Steve, and Josh, they're like, okay.
Yeah.
People are not always as gracious as you guys were.
Can you repeat that?
When I do that.
No, but so, credit to those guys and credit to you. So, yeah, it's just the vocal part's taken care of. And that's another thing. You know, a lot of the past things I've been a part of have had good singers in it. But to really hear 4+ guys, you know, for us, it's 4, doing a vocal practice and working out parts and hearing that harmony like it's a damn piano chord. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like when it clicks in, it's almost gets three-dimensional.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
Nice.
So appreciate that too. We just brought you in here to kiss your ass.
That's it.
You know, I'm getting embarrassed here.
In between
He's
Josh
blushing
Haynes,
over here.
In between Josh Haynes' dick jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then thank you for putting up with us. Now there's that. Let's go there. Yeah. Because, oh my goodness.
Everybody knows to do that.
Our rehearsals are special.
Specials, right. For sure. Well, let's kind of stay current a little bit because, you know, more people will listen in the front end. Not everyone makes it to the end. So, yeah, aside from, good. I mean, you know, I was going to say, of course, Thumpdaddy and Rock the Boat, but back in time, clearly, but then we have Heartless too.
Exactly.
My goodness, you were a busy man. So, but of all of these, Thumpdaddy was first for you, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk Thumpdaddy. And I see here in the notes, we can go back to like 2013, a band called Groove Effect, that's where you meet Greg Verrett.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
He was, I think, new in town then and thinking about having a band like Thumpdaddy became.
Yeah.
But Thumpdaddy didn't exist quite yet. And he may have, I think he had friends, came from Atlanta and he had friends there that had a band similar and still do. And but that band, we learned all these songs. It was like classic rock covers. And so we go do one gig and it happened to be Christian youth offsite. And Greg, even then, you know, his top song is doing Let's Get It On, right? So we do Let's Get It On, and the youth director comes over afterwards and says, I don't think that's appropriate for Christian review, you know? So it's like a Christian, it's like, exactly. So, but then after that gig, the drummer writes this big, long, like 8-paragraph long email to everybody.
We've heard this similar story from Paul Moreau.
Yeah, shocker. I don't remember.
Paul wasn't involved in this, but anyways,
Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. I've heard this.
I met Paul in 2008, so he wasn't around. But anyways, it just was a you bum letter to everybody. He had a paragraph about how everybody and how they sucked. And I still have the letter in my email because it's like a classic, you know. And that was the end of that band.
Shocker.
One and done. One and done.
Shocker.
We did have we had a similar story. It may have been another band, another person, but I've heard something very similar to that about somebody sending out an email that just jumped in everybody's ass about something. So,
Wow. So, just
those
a
guys
little
are
detail that makes it all come together is that his name was Dick.
Nice.
Richard.
Yeah. Mr. Richard.
But,
Mr. Richard.
So getting back to the connection, so that was 2000. This is like 6 years later, 2019, and we're the early band. I was playing with Steve Hopper doing trop rock, and that was a really great gig for like 2 years. We were every beach in Southeast United States.
Oh, so trop rock meaning tropical music?
Trop rock, like Jimmy Buffett. Basically,
Okay.
Gotcha.
stuff. And but Steve Hopper had several CDs and albums, and he writes really good songs and funny songs like "Star of the Tiki Bar" and stuff like that. And
Cool.
And
So were you keys and sax then too?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, he didn't want sax until we did the first gig, and then I did a sax solo, and he said, "You can play sax in every song." So,
Was it a strongly worded email?
yeah, really. I insist that you do that. So. But then Flash, it's at Lafayette's, and Steve was playing the early session, like the 6 to 8:30, and Thumpdaddy was doing the later one. And I'm there setting up, and he's there. Greg Verretz is like doing some stuff, and he said, "Tom," and he had kind of gotten away from me because I was working when I met him earlier, and I couldn't do a lot of things you want to do. It was just my job wouldn't let me do that. And so I told him I was retired. He goes, "You are?" And all of a sudden, history is made, and next thing I know, a month later, I'm fully in this band.
Nice.
So,
That was in what
2019.
year? 2019.
Yeah. And that year, actually, Paul Moreau joined the band. Later that year, that's the first time I met him. I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
I know so many people now through you and through Paul and all these people. The Memphis music scene is pretty amazing. How much people get along.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend, Tom, in Cleveland, Ohio, and they don't get along so good.
Well, we know of you because of Thumpdaddy and Rock the Boat, and just me and Jeff started kind of really opening ourselves up to going out and really seeing what's going on in the scene. Doesn't take long to get to know you, because those bands are so busy too.
Yes, exactly.
You guys are out there working. So anytime you see a horn player, you're always like, "Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that must be fun to play with a horn player," because it's pretty rare, at least like again from in my experiences in my world. But that's cool, and thank you for help. You and your wife were kind of like my mom's first connection.
Exactly.
When she first started when she first started going out and dancing her silly ass off.
Exactly.
She loved you guys, Thumpdaddy. And you guys invited her to your table, and you guys are very welcoming to her, and she mentions that all the time whenever she sees y'all. So thank you for that.
Yeah, that was fun times for her and us, because your mom's a riot.
Well, she's calmed down a lot, and I'm not happy about it. She needs to get out more.
Yeah, Mom.
Darlene.
I know. All these bands are playing Man in the Box for you, and you're not there to dance
right.
for her. That's one of her go-tos, right?
For sure.
Does Rock the Boat do Man in the Box? No. No. So let's talk Rock the Boat. Now, I would gather you're one of the founders of that now, because it kind of spawned from Thumpdaddy, correct? With Greg and some other members?
Yeah, we had Paul and I got going on it.
Okay.
But I found out just recently that Paul and Ronnie Knight were talking about it well before Paul ever talked to me about it. And, hey, you want to do this music or not? But the big thing was Cindy Wilson was every time I saw her, she goes, you got to get a yacht rock band. That's what's going on right now. I mean, every single time. And so Paul and I actually got going, and we had an early effort, and it Jeff Adams came to rehearsal, and Jimmy Fulp was in his studio, and some other people, and it fizzled. Jeff the next thing you know, he's in Belgium for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's hard when you're with Starship. It's kind of busy. Yeah.
So then, in the spring of right after COVID kind of opened up again, we started again, and we started rehearsing, and it had some lumps and everything, but we got going, And Kim Walker was the original female singer.
That was before Vanessa?
Before Vanessa's third, actually.
Okay. And we're supposed to know this. I'm supposed to know this.
Right. So
Vanessa sat in that very chair you're in.
She's probably told us.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Sorry. I mean, it's
But
I just treat every interview like I know nothing. I just keep it simple.
You're the first person we've talked to, Tom.
zero bass, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So Kim was original, and she actually during COVID, we did a bunch of Greg Barrett came up with the idea of doing covers because everybody's remote. You can send in stuff and everything, and covers of famous songs.
Yeah.
And we did Kid Charlemagne, and Gabby Fout at the time, I think is Justine now, but she came in and brought Kim with her. And the two of them sang the harmonies. In fact, there's a video out there you can see on YouTube of them singing, and they sounded great. And the thing about Gabby was that what a talent! They sang the first set of harmonies, and she goes, "You want me to sing the next harmony up?" Okay. And we record her perfect. He goes, "You want me to do another one on top?" Yeah. And she does another one. And I swear she would have gone all the way to the stratosphere and stayed there all day. I mean, that's talent.
Yes.
But Kim, we always called her Kim Charlemagne because she was sang on that kid Charlemagne and when she was in a band. And she had life happens, she goes. And then the next one was Emily Hamberlin. And she was another blonde, and she was really great on stage. But again, her spouse joined the Air Force, and they went out to Carolinas, and then Vanessa came in. And I think her first gig was Italian Fest about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And she's just great. What a voice!
Yeah.
Oh, she's really a trained, kind of voice, and she can kind of sing anything, So in this year. We had Ronnie had a hip surgery, and so that put us out. Although Jimmy sat in, Jimmy's everybody's substitute drummer, and
forever auditioning drummer for Area 51.
Exactly. And then Paul left the band, and he was a leader. And all my whole, I've been in the music half a century pretty much, and I've never been the leader of the band. I've always sort of been the music director kind of thing, but now I'm the leader of the band, and man, I have much more respect for band leaders than I ever did because, you're talking to venue operators and they don't call you back, and, it's like,
so you're,
and then Gripe said, why are we playing for that?
Nobody wants to book.
Yeah, and then the members in the band, we're worth, all this money, how come you can't get this money out of them? So it's like, you just goes, it's thankless.
Yeah.
This is what you want to say to everybody.
Whoa, wow. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Oh, yes,
actually,
it is.
Who's helping me is Shara Matlock is helping me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's been through the ringer.
Right.
Because that's her role with Thumpdaddy.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So, because there's stuff I just didn't know. Like, how do you name a price? I didn't even know how to do any of that, So
Yeah.
$100 a man.
That's pretty much it.
Hopefully it's more than that. But
all right. Well, of course, we just already kind of spoke a little on Back in Time, but to hit now that band, because I know Heartless then comes after this, I just want to give you a little insight on, how, when your name started coming up with us. So, this is me, Jeff, Jimmy, Steve Taylor, and Kevin Greenberg for a hot minute.
Yep.
But then we get Josh in, so we're like, oh, this is great. But
and I'd fully planned on using tracks for keys and horns because I knew who you were, but I didn't know.
Yeah, you were just
reaching out to you. You wouldn't have known who I was.
But your name, it was quick. Like, well, of course, man. If we could have a sixth guy in this band, it's Tom.
Right.
And we didn't really know each other a whole lot then.
Right.
but Jimmy did, and you and Jimmy and Donna hanging out with you guys and going out to Tequila to see Kevin and Bethany, and so Jimmy's like, let me work on them.
Yeah.
Because we're also concerned, not concerned, but we understand you're busy. I mean, you're already in 2 heavy bands.
Yeah.
And then me and Jeff would be like, Jimmy, did you talk to Tom yet?
Right.
Did you talk to Tom yet?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm getting there, And then
he was kind of subtly working me.
Yes.
Because
Absolutely.
I see him a lot.
Absolutely. He was throwing it out there, and then finally you guys had lunch, and then that's when he threw it out there. But behind the scenes, me and Jeff were like, did you talk to him yet?
Yeah.
And when you said yes, we were like, fuck yeah, man. This is awesome.
You want to see how the world just knits together. You know who the drummer was on Kid Charlemagne, the cover we did? Jimmy. And that's the first time I think I ever met him or enough to even say hello.
Right.
And so the world just comes together.
That's awesome. So that was cool. Like, hell yeah. Now we're good. We got the unit together to make this sound right. And then, of course, Jimmy then learns how to play harmonica.
Yeah.
Just because he can.
Right.
So now we really got it going on.
And I fully expected he was full of shit.
He did. He pulled through.
I didn't think he was ever going to play the harmonica, but he comes in and does it, and it's like, okay.
Well, I'm a horn player, and I've played harmonica on exactly 5 songs in my whole career.
Yeah.
I mean, and you probably can name them. There's a Steely Dan, the Long Train Running.
Right.
I had to learn it but all like Billy Joel, that kind of thing. And I learned exactly what was on the record, but I knew nothing. I still don't know anything about the harmonica. All I knew is how to play that thing in that song.
Yeah.
That one part. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't just go off and riff and so on.
That's what Jimmy's. I go, how did he do that? I couldn't do that.
And he got the right microphone and the right processing and everything, so it sounds
And now
authentic.
I'm out there searching for songs from other nations because I want to throw something in there with some
From
oddball.
other nations.
Yeah, some oddball instrument.
Some
And you go,
Indian
okay,
music.
Jimmy. Yeah.
Look, give him here's a sitar.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
Yeah, he'll learn it.
He'll learn it, yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
I may buy one just to see.
Yeah, good luck. I don't think Guitar Center has a sitar just laying around. But all right, so then, like you weren't busy enough, you decide to join forces with Paul Moreau again. Which, by the way, we've mentioned his name a bunch.
Yeah,
we gotta catch up.
There it is.
So
That's his.
So Paul decides. Yeah, that's his. Yeah. So Paul decides to start a Heart tribute band called Heartless, and which of course is full of keys. And then some of their stuff in the 80s had some sax, right? Not a whole lot, but some, right?
A couple, 3.
Yeah. But of course, he goes to his buddy and the man he knows that he wants to work with you to join the band, and you said
I couldn't say no to him.
Yeah.
Because
did you hear that, Paul? Look at that respect.
Really, that's true.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, if he had asked me before you guys wouldn't have had me because I've talked to my wife like, do I really want to, could I do this? I mean, it was like so daunting looking at all this stuff, and I'm glad I did it because, you kind of look back at my deathbed on and say, see, I should have done that gig,
Yeah. You would have forever regretted not working with me and Jeff.
That's right.
Okay.
No question.
Well,
maybe the Huey material would have had something to do with that, but I would gather, coming in as a sax player, being in a Huey project must be fun, right? I would hope it's fun for you.
They got a lot of sax.
Yeah.
Because actually, it's kind of weird. I was looking for garb to wear on stage, and so I was just looking at album covers on YouTube or on the web, and
you nailed it.
And I picked the guy that I was going to be looking like, right? And then I didn't find out until the night of the gig at our debut at Neshoba. I talked to some girl in the first table and her friend, and they are Huey Lewis nuts. And she said, "Oh, you dress like the sax player."
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. I picked them at random, so.
You nailed the look. Did you go to like a Halloween store? Like, how did you get the exact same suit as him?
I went to that store everybody goes to, Amazon.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Of course. So stupid. A Halloween store. What the fuck am I talking about?
So, yeah.
Trick or treat. Yeah, I'm the sax player from Huey. What
do you have for me?
But to go back to Heartless, so what's that been like? Now, you guys, much like, again, I'm going back in time, but we split the billet and the show, but we both debuted at the same time. Mm-hmm. You guys haven't done a show either since that night, no?
But we have one coming up on the, was it the 10th, Sunday the 10th? 9th. At Lafayette's.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And because it's just a review, it's a little over an hour long of Heart stuff. So we ended up learning like 20 new songs, 80s ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's like Joan Jett and Blondie and all this stuff.
So as a way to fill the night.
Right.
Yeah.
But, it's been like a death march learning all that stuff.
I bet.
Because
a lot of work.
this next Sunday, a week from right now, I'll be on an airplane heading for Cancun, so for a whole week.
We're not going to feel sorry for you.
Oh, yeah.
So Heartless is boo-hoo. I guess we have this. I don't have a crying sound. So Heartless is obviously you. You got Jimmy on drums, Seth Kirkendall and Paul Moreau, guitar duties, Patrick O'Daniel on bass, then Vanessa, and I can't remember.
Katie
Mollier, yeah. So
those two together,
They're phenomenal.
We were at a rehearsal, one of the early rehearsals, when the two girls are singing together, harmonizing, and I'm going nuts because I got goosebumps, right? And Vanessa goes, and she starts laughing at me, Vanessa, and she just tells everybody, at rehearsal, Tom's never like this, because I was like giddy. I was smiling, and like she goes, he's usually a taskmaster.
no.
Wow, I get goosebumps from those two. They're just so great.
I was so overjoyed when we saw you guys play the night that we did the show together at Neshoba, because of the opening song was "If Looks Could Kill." And nobody plays that stuff. That's from the 80s era of Heart, and that's my favorite. And I knew when that song started, I was like, yeah, this is going to be my night.
Yeah.
And you still did Barracuda, and you did some of the classic stuff, but you did a lot of stuff from Bad Animals and Brigade and those, and the Heart self-titled record.
So
look at you.
I'm not a student of rock history. Like, in fact, during the 80s, I pretty much was dormant.
Yeah.
Well, guys got married, was to Joanne, was having kids, jobs, moving for jobs, that kind of stuff. And so I was out for like 10 years. It's on there. You can see that. But
like 83 to 95, you were out of the game.
Kaput, right? And I started doing some stuff at church, but it kind of got me back a little into it. But so what I've learned that Heart had, in the 70s, it was like some of the greatest guitar work you've ever heard in your life. And then you get into 80s and it's still them, but there's like no guitars. It's all synthesizers.
A lot of keys.
Even Rush went there.
Yeah. Everybody.
Roll the Bones was definitely different.
Is it?
Yeah.
So
it's way more 80s.
Yeah, just that part of the sound.
Right.
Well, so then coming out of that hiatus, now let's go backwards again. Now back in the history, you were in a band when you came out of the hiatus. A Rearview Mirror brought you back. So tell us about. So that's 1995. You have here in 97.
Right.
So you come out. Was it right place, right time? Someone said, "Hey, you want to be in a band?" And you're like, "Hey, why not?"
Actually, I was working for a company, a medical company that makes hips and knees. One of our
That's funny.
artificial hips and knees, and Ronnie may have one of ours in him, for all I know. So,
You got a new hip.
yeah. So I'm talking like implants.
Sure.
And so they had a 100-year anniversary, and they wanted to have a band play of people that worked there. So a bunch of people I got together, and I got to be recruited into that, and that became the nucleus for that Rearview Mirror, which after that started playing. And boy, there was Larry DeVincent was a guitar player, and Kelly Lackey is the keyboard vocalist, and those two had perfect pitch. And I thought I was pretty good at music, but man, I just ran ragged trying to keep up with these guys because they just go they just look up for a second and just play it in the key exactly like it was, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's the first time I ever had that experience. So I was working overtime to catch up with those guys.
Well, I mean, Josh Haynes is kind of an alien.
Yeah.
We get the fortune to work with him too. He's similar to that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you could put together a band with 4 or 5 guys in their 70s and call it Hips and Knees.
That is funny. It did sound funny though. When you're like, they make hips and knees. Like, what the? That's funny.
And then when I came here, we make spines. When I came to Medtronic, you know, so
yeah,
body parts.
Body parts. Luckily, I didn't need a complete new ankle, so they were able to repair it.
You can replace your whole leg if you want.
So if we move to the next, this one is bolded, so I know you wanted to talk about it, and this is a Josh Haynes joke just waiting to come out. 2000 Sinatra songs for swinging lovers.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God Josh isn't here to run with that.
You want to hear about that?
Yeah, let's talk about
it. My brother did karaoke for Frank Sinatra. I mean, he took voice lessons. He really sounds like Frank Sinatra, and he lives in Philadelphia, so it's like every Italian restaurant wants Frank. You know?
Sure.
So, and he got the idea that he wanted to do a cabaret, like a review, an hour and a half or less of Frank Sinatra songs. And so he wanted to do them. You ever hear Nelson Riddle? Mm-mm. He was the big band that did all of the iconic Frank Sinatra stuff, Come Fly With Me and all that stuff. And he said, and he wanted my dad. I've never played with my dad, but got my dad to play sax and clarinet, and I was on piano, and I arranged the thing, and he found a bass player that was in the next office from where my brother worked, and we put this thing together and did a cabaret thing for a whole week at a cabaret north up on the river on the Delaware, I think Philadelphia River. I forget which river it is, but anyways, and it was incredible, and to a live audience, you know. And,
yeah, cool.
And so it was. I did that. Then 2 years later, he said, "Hey, I want to do a Bing Crosby Christmas thing with the Andrews Sisters."
Neat.
He found these 3 gals that were doing a trio, and so I arranged all that stuff. But the Frank Sinatra one, I actually went to Philadelphia and played piano for. Right. But the other one, I couldn't do it because I was out mostly in Europe for the whole time, so I couldn't. So,
were you in Europe because of work?
Because of work, but I did arrange it all and send it all to him, and I would send tapes. Back then, it's like cassette tapes. I mailed the cassette tapes. Oh, man, we got it so easy nowadays.
Was the Bing Crosby thing, was that kind of modeled after White Christmas?
Yeah, White Christmas is in there, definitely. But it was like an hour and 15 minutes long, and they had the Andrews Sisters singing "Here Comes Santa Claus."
Okay,
and
are they the 2 sisters that are in the movie White Christmas? The Andrews Sisters, was that?
There's actually 3 of them.
Okay, I don't know if that's
there may be
same.
4 for all I know, but they sing that perfect, the real tight harmonies. And these girls did the same thing, and
cool.
So I just went and attended that. There was another piano player that he got to play that, and it's really odd to go and hear people play music that you created
and arranged and
everything. Because you hear, I hear it in my head. Even if I'm playing it myself, I'm still really hearing it in my head. Then you go and see people performing it, and it's different, and it's delightful because it's different, and because of the music interpretations that they're doing and everything, and
they're bringing their own human element to it.
Exactly, and it's really a fantastic experience when that happens, So, and I totally enjoyed it, and it's like they did some banter and corny jokes and all that kind of stuff.
It's right up our alley, man. I would gather probably not a bunch of dick jokes. So that's the view,
Josh would have a heyday with this thing, So.
Yeah, it was AI Josh, that's what I'm calling him now.
Ooh, it's even worse.
Yeah, he's gone nuts.
With great power comes great responsibility. A little side note here, because when you talked about arranging, it made me think about the latest Kiss show, and there was some early stuff or not early stuff. There was some Kiss songs I would gather in the 80s that actually had a horn section.
Not on the records, I believe.
But
But
so-
other live versions.
And it was Sean Few that said, "Hey, let's add horns," right?
I believe so, but Paul had his hand in
Okay.
it too. So
What I do know is you were part of a 3-piece horn section, but you were the sort of the leader of that, and
Yeah.
you arranged everything, notated out all the parts for them.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
actually Sean's brother
On trombone, right?
on trumpet. Trombone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but it's I find it kind of hilarious. You got this town full of heavy metal knockers, and all of them want a horn section for some reason now. I
Because
just don't
why
get
the
it.
fuck not? You know, like it's cool to be able to have that
Yeah, because
opportunity.
the same thing happened at Thomas Halfacre
Yeah.
benefit, where all of a sudden, okay, we need horns. Bring the horns in, and they're all playing these,
Right.
3 guitars blasting away, and then I got 3 horns over here.
Yeah, but
And I can certainly, this is big dreams from me for back in time. I would love for us to get a gig somewhere that was big enough and paid well enough to
Yeah,
have a
of course.
full 3-piece horn section. So we'll be putting you up to the task.
and
of
that's
recruiting
that's
those.
just it. That's what I'm getting to. If someone says I want a horn section, all you got to do is call Tom.
Yeah.
He'll take care of the rest of
He'll
it.
make it happen.
Find the guys, notate them up,
Right.
get them on the same page,
Yep.
literally.
Yeah. I mean, they
How
gotta,
cool is that?
They got to be paid $100 a man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jeez, but yeah. So yeah, I wanted to spotlight that. Anyone that saw the horn sections at the Kiss and the Thomas Halfacre shows, that's Mr. Tom here, dialing that in for everybody. So then it looks like you kind of leave the biz, if you will. 2005, you kind of take a hiatus again, and this is when you moved to Memphis, correct?
Right, yeah. So I didn't know a single musician, plus my job was, you just couldn't allow it.
A lot of travel.
I was like in a weekend, Saturday, garage band kind of thing, just to keep my finger in it, but they played maybe once or twice a year at somebody's birthday party,
Right.
in the garage, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you couldn't book real gigs because you traveled a lot for your job, right?
Right, but I learned a lot of tunes, and it
Right.
was cool. There was one of the guys that was in it was Doc Hudson, who was a guitar player in Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs when he was
Okay.
like 15
Oh, cool.
years old, and so he kind of had some.
That's Wooly Bully, right?
Exactly.
That's their big hit.
Mhm, exactly, and so that was cool, but it was at least it kept me in it,
Yeah, it kept your muscle memory,
Exactly.
and just your juices flowing.
So right now you're in 4 projects. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Are we missing any projects that no one else knows about that you want to
Oh
announce?
God, I hope not.
Are you in a Metallica tribute band now? So we'll throw some horns in there somewhere.
Friday we played at Lafayette's, and after us was Aaliyah and Maxwell Review. What's that? That's Melody.
Oh,
Pierce.
Aaliyah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Aaliyah. Yeah.
And LaShawn and so forth. And I asked them, how many things are you guys in?
Yeah, they're
And they go,
Killing
I
it.
lost count.
Yeah.
no, those two ladies, man. They
So,
work their asses off.
Oh man, it's just there's got to be a dozen.
Yeah.
I mean, how do they keep it straight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And a lot of rehearsals. And there's been times I'll talk, what are you doing tonight, LaShawn? I got 2 rehearsals back to back. I'm like, 2? And they're like, yeah. The Aaliyah crew comes in, and there's a lot of overlap. And then the Tina show, it's just wild,
Well, I have to tell you, there was a time before the debuts of Back in Time and Heartless, I'd pull into Jimmy's driveway for rehearsal, and I had to sit there and think for a minute, what the hell band is in there? It's like I was like overload, man.
Yeah.
Well, we got through it.
yeah.
Well, and obviously I think your 2 busiest ones are Thumpdaddy and Rock the
Oh
Boat.
yeah.
That's where you spend.
Thumpdaddy's the busiest.
Yeah.
Really?
And Back in Time is we're not looking to play all the time and be super duper busy.
Speak for yourself.
And I don't know if Heartless is.
I'm ready to work.
I don't know what the plan is.
Where's
for
your
Heartless.
commitment to this, Jeff?
I have tons of commitment, but we have Josh Haynes and Jimmy Falk who are in 8 projects
I know.
apiece. So
including those two.
yeah. So yeah,
What Jeff just said is he and I are the losers in
that's
the band.
exactly right.
Exactly right, he says.
Yikes.
But But yeah, so that's it. You only got 4 bands. That's all you got going on.
That's it.
That's all you can.
Yeah. And, I hear about it every day from my wife because you're told to do that.
And what's your wife's name? So everybody.
Joanne.
What's up, Joanne?
Howdy.
Every time if the two of us meet anybody, they always remember Joanne and not necessarily me.
Yeah. Nobody remembers me. They remember my wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
now is your wife retired as well? Or is she like my wife and she supports a musician?
She's a tutor. She's a tutor.
Okay.
Of math and ACT and now she's actually tutoring our grandkids.
Okay.
But every time I talk to her, I'm sick of this. I don't have to work anymore. I'm going to quit. I'm going to retire.
Yeah.
But she really sucks at retirement because it's been going on for a year and a half, and she's now got like 6 students again, and and then the grandkids come in again. Right. So she's still every day of the Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, maybe Mondays too.
If she's enjoying it and it's fulfilling, or is that even weighing?
I think it's fulfilling, but I don't know. She just would like a break, I think.
Yeah,
sure.
But she's so good at it, and she never advertises, and it's word of mouth, and people call her up out of the blue. And
sometimes it's just hard to say no to work.
Well, you can't say no to the grandkids for sure. That was a recent addition.
I mean, look, you can't say no. If there's
I guess I can't.
If there's a 5th band out there, Tom's ready.
Oh man, actually. When I saw
Derrick and I were talking about starting another one and inviting you.
No. Tower of Power.
I just
real easy project.
Unfriended you. When I went to see Elevation, and I was talking to LaShawn and Melanie, they like double teamed me. Go, we got to come and play sax with us. I go, yeah. Where am I going to stand?
Right.
So it was like they got so many people on stage, like Lafayette's, even Neshoba. They got about the same size stage, a little different, but you run out of room. I mean, where are you going to be?
Absolutely.
So we're filming this on the 26th. So last night at Neil's was the Halloween night. And I'm trying to count in my head. They went full tilt with 2 guitars. Sometimes they go with 1 guitar. But last night they had Robert Allen Parker and Seth Kirkendall, which, I mean, do the math on that.
Right.
And then you had Lance Binder on bass, Ken. I've never met their drummer, but his name's Ken. Then Charmaine, Darren Lee. So those are the 2 keyboard players. And then Melanie LaShawn and
3 singers.
And Angela Burton is up there. So that's 9 piece.
Yeah.
So they each made $20. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
$100.
I just hope tips are good.
Yeah. So, I mean, and Neil's isn't a super small room, but it's certainly not as big as Lafayette.
Neil's at least is wide.
Yeah, it is wide. Yeah. It is a good size. It's not like Mulligan 64.
Right.
A little
I would
stage,
love
or
to see,
Collierville.
Yeah, if the Tina Project ever plays Mulligan 64, I will be there. I got to witness that.
No,
like Tony's, right?
Yeah.
Tony's is about the size of the studio.
No, they're just wiping out the dining room, taking the whole floor.
Right.
Let's talk influences. Like, do you have a specific, like horn
Kenny
player?
G.
And we keep mentioning that you play keys. We've been focusing on horns, but also, you're a great keyboard player and piano player. So what are your influences for each respective instrument?
Probably keyboard is Chick Corea.
Okay.
And I was in a band.
Like Weather Report? Was he in Weather Report?
No, Chick Corea. He might have been. I never remember. He could have been.
But I'm familiar with Chick Corea.
But there's lots of sax players that I like, and I've emulated several of them. But
have you done any research, minus his wardrobe, the sax player in Huey?
No.
I don't even know his name.
I don't either.
That's so. Our respect for horns only goes so deep.
Well, I haven't.
That guy gets less love than bass players.
That's the truth. Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep it so I could learn the music. I don't have time for history lessons.
Well, a good friend of mine, Jim Purdy, who you've met. Jim, you had him in here on another podcast, Navy SEAL, that you talked to about PTSD and everything. He was telling me over the weekend. I told him about the Huey Project. He hadn't seen any of our videos or anything, and he said, "Well, I already know exactly what your sax player needs to do. He needs to do the sax bit out of the Lost Boys, and he's got to dress just like that guy dressed, which was, I think, a leather jacket with no shirt on under it, and he was a big muscle head guy up there doing the sax. So there you go, Tom.
You get the leather jacket. Thank you for wearing a shirt, though.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you guys, it was all for you.
So, but to two, dummies here that don't know the world of sax players,
For sure.
who are some of the big dogs out there? What are some names out there of
Actually,
players?
I kind of Grover Cleveland is someone that's really important to me. I watched him in Scott.
What's
Tom
it?
Scott.
Is that a band he was in? Or
No, Grover Cleveland. He was
Just a jazz solo.
rock, jazz and jazz rock, and then Tom Scott. You probably heard of him. He's done a lot of work. In pop music too.
Mhm.
Okay.
And so, all right. So my influences. I really been so long since I've been influenced.
And that's it really does stink for professional horn players. There are tons of songs that have a signature horn solo in them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Richard Marx probably used a bunch because he had a lot of sax work in his music. But you hear those pieces of music, you have no idea who the hell played it.
And you got to really research to find out on the internet who they are, because they're just like session musicians.
Even Pink Floyd has horns in
Right.
various songs. I don't know.
I mean, like if you do like Quarter Flash has da-da-ba-da, that's the girl in that band who I don't know her name, but
Exactly, my point.
Exactly. So it's only guitar players and lead singers. that have
Exactly,
names.
yeah. They get all the love.
The drummers, there's big name drummers.
Big name drummers like me.
That's what I meant. That's what
Like Jimmy Fulp, Ronnie Knight.
That's what I meant, Jeff.
Alan Bone.
All right, so burning question. You got Heartless, Back in Time, Rock the Boat, Thumpdaddy. Who's your favorite?
Oh, yeah.
No, I was just kidding. He's ready to answer it.
Well, my favorite music is the yacht rock stuff.
Yeah.
But, I enjoy them all. I mean, it's amazing. I'm always amazed at how supportive all the musicians are of each other.
Yeah.
And it goes across all those bands.
Right.
And
Look, I think we all want to sound good and work and make a little money. I mean, that's kind of, we're all wanting to be good.
Yeah.
But it is a blessing to be a part of 4 projects that you really enjoy all of them, and you feel like they're all supportive and that. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't developed any feuds yet. I don't want to.
It'll come.
Yeah, we should expect a strongly worded email from Tom
Yeah,
soon.
exactly. 8 paragraphs.
Like, I am sick and tired of all the dick jokes.
Yeah, here's
and the horsing around.
Here's how
We
you
got
suck.
business to
and
take care of
Here's
here.
how you suck, and here's how you suck. And
Jeff's paragraph will be huge, right?
Its own chapter.
Its own chapter. Indexed. Well, hey, look, there's a reason why you keep getting these calls, Tom.
Sure.
You're a great musician. You're a cool guy. You're fun to work with, easy to work with. Like I said, we just brought you here to kiss your ass. But I mean it. I sincerely mean it. It's been a pleasure working with you, for sure.
okay.
Absolutely.
He's like, okay.
Are we done?
Shut up, please.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, I can't stand it. Let's do it.
All right, cool. Fuck, we're done. No, it has come to that time, but but yeah, man.
Is it done? Is it over? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It can
'Cause
be.
There is one thing I want to talk about.
Sure, bring it.
But how I can do this stuff.
Bam.
How you can do what?
This horn arrangement and all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
When I have a dyslexia, and
Really?
when I was a kid, they didn't have a name for it. I was just slow reader,
Right.
a bad reader. And my brother and sister, they could read a book, and I'd be in chapter 1.
I'm not a reader either, man.
Yeah, so
I don't think that's a surprise to anyone.
I was good at music, and that was like the thing I was good at, right? And because they were my brother and sister, good at everything, So at that time, summer vacations from school start at Labor Day, Memorial Day, went all the way to Labor Day, and it was so long. And by the end of the summer, you're bored out of your mind. So I started riding my bike to the library and going to the music room.
Okay.
Where they had all these, it was a big room, kind of a round room. It was a weird, like octangular room with all these books. And I started going there every day and started reading those books, however slow I did it. And I did it, started when I was like 10, 11, 12. When I started driving, I didn't go there anymore. I tried to pick up chicks or something like that, you know. So, but after a while, I had read every book in a place. And, you know, and the librarian got to know me, and she'd go, "Oh, Tommy, I got this book about Mendelssohn. I kept it aside for you because the new one just came in." And she'd give it to me. And so that's how I learned how to arrange horns and strings and, you know, everything. I was self-taught doing all this time.
But you just found that thing that you could totally engage yourself into.
Exactly. The thing I was good at. Maybe the only thing, you know, but that's how I got there.
Oh, sorry, yo. Enough.
Yeah, you're the guy at church.
That's me.
Blows up the
Do not disturb.
I think that's the first time that's ever happened on the show.
If that would have happened during our intro, I would have answered. It was a spam call, but
okay.
So yeah, by the time I was 15, I was doing big band charts and you know, for school. And you know,
this explains why I became a drummer, because I spent all my time in the nudie section of the library.
The nudie section. The bra section of the Sears catalog.
JCPenney.
Wow.
Tom's always like,
here we go again.
It's up to you guys where we go from here.
Here comes that email. That email's coming, man. Well, yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that up. Of course, like we never really tapped into like how you really got started, and so
the books that you were reading, they were just books about music, or was it teaching you how to read music, or
all of that? It would be a book on Beethoven, and it'd go through all of his sonatas or all his symphonies, and I would start reading them and figuring out how he was, you know, like arranging the cellos and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so over a period of like 5-6 years, I basically did every book, you know.
So cool.
And I don't remember it all right now, but then my dad bought me a Farfisa organ. You ever hear of the Farfisa? It's like real tinny organ that came out in the 60s, and there's a lot of songs that use it and everything. And so I was able to, it's called a combo compact, and it stood up and you stood at it, and it was so I got in a band, my first band, and we're playing at a garage. We're actually in a garage at a block party, playing out to him, and my buddy Chuck was listening to us. He must have lived there, and at our break, he starts coming up to me, and I figured he's good. Hey, good job, right? And he goes, "You know, you're the worst band I ever heard in my life."
Damn, dude.
I go, "Oh, thanks, Chuck. Chuck you." You know?
And this is pre-email, so you couldn't email this to you.
Exactly.
You had to tell us straight to your face.
Exactly. He was a great guy.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
you're attracting some assholes in your history here.
Yeah, what is this? It's like history repeats itself.
So keys came before sax for you?
No, I was already taking clarinet lessons and all that stuff.
Okay, clarinet.
But those bands probably wasn't playing much sax. There might have been some back in the mid '60s, you know. So
yeah, so the keys would give you something that you could come in with.
Yeah,
and really
carried in, and I got an amp, and you know.
So does sax, knowing how to play sax, does that translate to any other horn, or is everything else totally different?
Well, it's a reed instrument, so there's some connection with other instruments in that sense, right?
I mean, a lot of all the reed instruments finger alike.
Okay.
Right. So
it's another Josh Haynes opportunity.
Oh, no, wrong.
Exactly. But actually, it's saxophone playing is a lot like vocal.
Okay.
You use the same effects on it. You could do all the same things you do with your voice. You can do with a sax, like bending notes and scooping in notes and vibrato and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of vocal, what you do with a saxophone, and more so than with brass. You know?
Okay.
So, and that's why I really love it. And I love listening to singers because of what they do with their voice. I take that home and try to do that on saxophone.
Neat. Interesting.
Yeah. That's cool. And it's melody, right? And then you have to learn harmony if you're working in the section, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's I really love playing saxophone. And keyboards. I used to be years ago, like when I was doing that Frank Sinatra thing, I was playing stride piano, and because I was playing piano a lot, and now I'm really kind of is diminished because I'm only playing parts. in songs. You know, I played this riff in this song, and so you're not really playing the song, you know, anymore. You're just playing pieces of it, you know. So my sax playing's gone up because I played a lot of sax, and my piano playing's kind of hit the just. To me, to just sit down and play piano and play songs and everything, I just never do that anymore.
Yeah.
I try to figure out what's that riff he's doing in that.
Well, sounds like you need to start a new project where you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm
What do you think, Jeff? Of course, Jeff immediately was like, I can be your drummer immediately.
So you know anybody can sing Frank Sinatra? I'm gonna bring it on.
Let me look at my Rolodex.
I got to jump in before he calls Jimmy Fall.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, okay.
All right. So that's all I got.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
That's all I got.
Thank you. Yeah, we're too busy goofballing over here, but yeah, no, I definitely want to. It's interesting to learn anyone's origin story and how it starts, and that's certainly unique. Just going to the library and just connecting with something, and then going full boat like that.
Yeah, it was
total obsession. It seems like.
Yeah, OCD. You know, it was definitely.
But hey, we're all thankful for that.
For me, it was boobies.
Okay. Now, okay. Sears Roebuck catalog. That was my.
I'll have to make sure my wife watches this episode.
Oh yeah.
She'll be real
Well, she
happy.
doesn't watch every one of them?
Oh, no, she
every
does
minute of every show?
No.
She should.
Hey,
Come on,
thanks-
Susan.
thanks,
What are you waiting
guys.
for? We're not
guys.
saying bye yet.
Yeah, not
we
yet.
got some business to take care of. So if you want more of this shit show, go to the rhythmsectionpod.com. That's where you can find all of our past episodes, well over 100 now. I believe this is 106. How cool is that? Plus, you can find our links for Apple, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram channels.
Thank you to our sponsors. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, at this point, I don't know why you would. You can email us at the rhythmsectionpod2022@gmail.com or reach out to us on Facebook.
And many of you have donated. We appreciate that. We do have Venmo and Cash App. You can search us at the Rhythm Section Pod, or you can find the links in the description. And another, special shout out again to those sponsors that you heard in the intro. We're grateful for all of you. We're also grateful for this man right here, Tom Slagle.
you,
Thanks for
Tom.
coming down and doing this. And we're done kissing your ass. I know it makes you uncomfortable, but you're still awesome. We love you.
Hopefully you're not regretting this decision right about now.
Don't they all?
Maybe. But they're just too nice to tell us that they hated the experience. But all right, I'll have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.